It's Week 15 of the National Football League. We'll see the dynamic Justin Fields.
Now, the good news is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off to get set for the home stretch.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. This will be fielded inside the 5. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secure. And a lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Play action. It's Fields. That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Holding offense.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Bears had 8 and 5 to start play, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact,
and the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. From the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. Now, the current playoff picture, and you can see they are one of those 3 wildcard teams, at least for the moment, but they have not clinched that spot, Charles. And look, their message has been clear. We're keeping our foot on the gas to the very end.
And how about the theater and the drama that's involved, partner? The best part, we've got a front row seat to it all. And I think this is obviously the ultimate goal when they added the 7 seed to the playoffs back in 2020. More drama, more teams in it late in the season, and more important on games like this.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from drawing level. Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now, for the first time, we get to see this Philadelphia offense led out by their dual-threat quarterback now in his 3rd season, Jalen Hurts.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for a Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play a perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Gets around him. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Well, running on first down is Sanders, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage before he's taken down. A loss of 1.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 39.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal. And maybe
as Sanders has it poked free, and this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Now the point after try for Santos. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and this touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25.
Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense.
Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on third.
Could play an exotic coverage.
Hurts.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to him. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That's pulled in at the 32. There'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be?
Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. From the gun, here's Fields.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now Fields.
Complete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
The final 4 weeks of the NFL season are upon us, and we've got some intriguing matchups in prime time tonight. Patriots and Raiders, that's in Vegas. Josh McDaniels taking on his former employer there. And then Monday Night Football, the Rams and Packers from what should be a frosty Lambeau Field at 8:15 Eastern Time, 7:15 locally there in Green Bay.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
On 2nd and 12, Hurts, middle of the field, he finds Pascal. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Another run here with Sanders.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down job of little gain.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Fields will get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give running right is Montgomery. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Fields. He gets this to Jones over the middle. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Now it's Fields.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
To throw on 2nd and 6.
Fields. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
Throwing left side, it's complete.
And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Here's Fields on the sneak. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. It's his 9th rushing touchdown on the year and 11th overall. And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Time, 11 plays all told.
And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is caught by Watkins. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
Throwing is Hurts.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, welcome to the party, defensive players, and glad to have you, because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. On 1st down, it's Fields. That's complete to Mooney.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. That's a step in the right direction defensively here, because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. This is brought in at the 21. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time, because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. But they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And this one is incomplete.
Well, one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Hurts.
Flushed out right.
And this one too low.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here's Hurts to throw.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense, because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank.
And the Bears force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we have come to...
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter.
Well, Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
Did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on second down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
And he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
Now Herbert to start the drive.
And some space here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big pickup of 38.
And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive. On play action, Fields.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Here's Fields.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Off play action, Fields.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Justin Fields.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bears have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line.
They'll start with a handoff to Sanders.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
Safety blitz, such a fun play call to witness when it works. And the deep man can get home for a sack. Great timing by him. Interception earlier in this contest. Now a sack. He's definitely campaigning for Player of the Week honors, isn't he, Parker?
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
This 3rd down just got even more difficult. 3rd down and 15 after the false start. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. They've got his man complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
We're glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Robert Quinn able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
They'll set up a throw. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of first at the 42. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Fields now to throw.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Bears will take over here just shy of the 30.
That's interference. Offense.
Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Now, let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
Hurts throws this one right side to Pascal. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
He's going deep for Brown. Touchdown! A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Elliott on for the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Chicago offense set to get started. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, in that type of throw or this type of a game, I would be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
From his goal line here, Fields.
Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. On first down, Hurts.
It's caught by Sanders. Oh, good move. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. A little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time looked well for a solid gain.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Hurts. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And he slides and covers up at the end. This is going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Decent gain on the scoreboard of 6. Now it's 4.
He's looking at a different formation. 6 defensive backs on the field. So he's looking for anyone to throw the football to, but he didn't have anyone open, so he took off and ran for it, but he came up just short, and that brings up 4th down.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and they'll remain 2 scores back as this holds at a 9-point advantage. And that one an absolute backbreaker. A chance to get back within a score, couldn't do it.
Yeah, that one went begging, as they say, right? There's the opportunity, and it was missed. But all hope's not lost just yet. But, boy, getting back within 1 score would have been a powerful motivator for their defense to take the field with.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg.
Steps away. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery.
And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a 4th. is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1.
And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to saw one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Wide receiver A.J. Brown, you see he and the rest of his mates returning to the field here.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. How many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Roquan Smith.
And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Santos now to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready.
That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. Hurts now hoping to make up for that pick 6.
Buying time to his left. He finds his man complete. It's Watkins. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Hurts.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. So nothing doing there. And it's going to make it 4th down.
That's a defense you want games when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
Play action. It's Fields.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 27. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with a football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Here's Fields. Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Eagles are going to have it here just past the 25.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positive.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts forced out to his left. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ballgame. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
Throwing is Hurts. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They'll roll him out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And this has caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Pascal from 21 yards away. And the Eagles take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Elliott good on the extra point, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing.
On 2nd down, a run with Herbert.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Running left, Montgomery. And some room to roam now. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Holding.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. They're probably not see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. What a